everyone. Today we are cooking with my niece, Liz.
Hi.
Liz has a fantastic banana bread recipe and she has asked me to help her make it a little bit more healthy.
That's right.
Right? So we're going to get working on that. Why don't you tell me what the ingredients are in your banana bread recipe?
Well, I use bananas, butter, sugar,
sugar, of course,
eggs,
okay,
baking powder, vanilla,
all right,
flour, and salt.
and some salt. Okay. All right. Wow. It seems like a pretty easy recipe. It's a pretty, okay, cool. Well, the bananas are great. You know, natural fruit is great in any recipe. So we won't do any fixing there. The butter that I like to use is butter from grass-fed cows. Have you ever had butter from grass-fed cows?
Not really.
Not really?
Actually.
Well, it has more nutrition. If a cow is grazing on grass, it's going to be a more nutritious butter, more nutritious dairy product. So we'll use that. Sugar. You know, we can always cut the sugar in half in most recipes, and that usually works great. So you willing to cut your sugar in half?
Sure, that should work fine.
Great. And then we'll use organic sugar that hasn't been bleached. Okay, so we'll do that. And then the eggs, you know, the eggs that I use are eggs from pasture-raised chickens. So same idea, the chickens are free roaming and they're eating little bugs and worms like they're supposed to in nature.
So and you get all the nutrients that they need.
And we get the nutrients, we get more nutrients in the egg yolk. And the egg yolks are actually orange, not yellow. So that's how you know you have a very nutritious egg. So baking powder, I use baking powder with no aluminum, okay, and aluminum is not good in your baking powder. Vanilla, I like to use real vanilla, so we'll use real vanilla, not the imitation vanilla. And your flour, what kind of flour do you normally use?
I use normal white baking
flour. Okay, so what we can do is we can do half whole grain flour and half of the white flour, you know, to give you some whole grain in the recipe.
Yeah.
And in baking, I love to use whole grain pastry flour, which is a much more tender flour, and it's going to be much better in your recipe. It won't leave your bread feeling so dense. And then salt. I use real sea salt. That's what we use. It has more minerals and instead of table salt, which is very high in sodium and not a balanced minerals. So, all right, well, we got our list, we got our plan, and we'll be right back and show you how to do it. Right? Okay, so we're back, and Liz, tell us what the first step is.
First, we peel bananas.
Okay.
I like to use a special technique where you have to take off the little strings on the inside of the banana because they don't cook very well. They get stuck between your teeth when you eat it.
And they're stringy in the recipe, I bet, right?
Yeah.
Well, I like to open my bananas the way monkeys open their bananas, which is actually upside down. Just give it a little pinch and a peel. Give that a try.
Well, that's easy.
Yeah, if you ever look at monkeys, that's the way they do it. And I'm thinking, they might know something that we don't, so let's do it that way. So
right
we want
here, one of the little strings right here, that one. Just peel that off.
I see the
sometimes they're like
strings.
fat strings, and sometimes they're like thin, very thin, that you might not even be able to see them.
Not good eats, right?
Strings.
Okay, there's mine.
Like right here is one of the fine strings that most people don't get.
Oh, I probably didn't get that one.
Right here. Right here. This little string.
Okay.
That is the bad things.
All right.
I like to give it a little circle before throwing it in.
How's mine?
I will check it. You missed a couple things. Here you go.
Okay, get rid of your
Oh no, it was only one little thing.
All right, super. Okay, great. I'll bring you some. Okay, next up.
While we are gonna be preparing the bananas, can you go put this about 4 tablespoons of butter in the microwave for about 30 seconds.
Okay.
While that is cooking, we will be smashing these bananas with a potato smasher that you make mashed potatoes with. And
why are you mashing them instead of putting them in a processor?
Because in a processor it purees the bananas.
And you don't want puree.
You don't want it too clumpy, but you don't want it too squishy, because then you have all one same unanimous flavor.
Okay, so you got little bits of banana in your bread.
So you get a better variety.
That sounds awesome. Okay.
All right, butter.
Okay. Does this look good?
Yes, you want your butter to be liquid.
Okay.
So that it can be blended easier.
All right.
Just pour this in.
So no chunky butter.
No chunks in the butter. Okay. Otherwise, put it in for about another 15 to 30 seconds.
Okay.
15 to 20.
All right.
All right. Now we just give the butter a little bit of a stir. And now we get our egg.
All right.
My special trick with using the butter and the egg is you crack the egg into the butter.
Butter dish?
What you put the butter in,
okay.
Yes. Because then the egg comes out easier and any extra butter might come out as well.
Ah, yeah, you don't want to waste real butter, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And would you like me to whip that first? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Like making a scrambled egg.
Okay.
Simple.
How's that?
Yes. Pour it in.
All right. All right.
And now we give it another stir.
Cool.
All right, now we're going to get the sugar.
All right, and this is our organic sugar, and we're using half a cup instead of a cup.
Yeah.
And notice that it's not pure white because it hasn't been bleached.
It's not bleached.
No
sugar.
extra chemicals in this bread, right?
Nope.
There you go.
And we mix it in once again.
Okay.
Until it is a sort of liquid.
Okay, nice and blended.
Such as that.
All right. Super.
All right.
All right, so.
And now we add our baking powder and vanilla.
All right, any special order or?
Use the baking powder first, because
okay.
Then the vanilla can get any extra baking powder out.
Okay.
A teaspoon.
Okay, a teaspoon there.
And a teaspoon of vanilla.
All right. There we go. That looks good.
Nice. Mix that in once again.
Mm-hmm.
Until you can't see any of the baking powder or vanilla.
Okay. Oh, and I see the chunks of banana. That looks great.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
See?
Okay.
It's not completely
blended.
red.
Okay.
Now we take our 2 flours that we have.
Okay, so the recipe called for 1.5 cups of white flour.
1.5 cups of flour.
Okay, so we're going to do 3/4 of a cup of white flour and 3/4 of a cup of whole wheat pastry flour. All right.
So here's our white flour. Just pour that into the mix.
Okay, and here's whole wheat pastry flour.
Great. Now this part takes a little while to get the flour to be blended in to the liquid paste that you have.
Okay, should I get the pan ready while you're doing that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so we have a ceramic loaf pan, and here we're going to spray it with coconut oil. I love baking with coconut oil because it's a really good high heat oil. All right. Give that a little spray without trying to get it all over the place.
Smells good. The
All
coconut
right.
oil.
Yeah, doesn't it? Yeah, it does smell good.
And this should be it. It's ready to go into the pan.
All right, here we go. And you want to use that other spatula?
Yep.
Awesome.
Now we pour this into our coconut oily pan.
Mhm.
Now we take the banana bread and put it into a preheated 350-degree oven.
Okay, we'll do that. 350. Great. And how long does that stay in there
And we wait an hour.
for? All right, so we will be back in an hour and try this new, improved banana bread recipe. Okay, well, our banana bread is done. It smells amazing in here. So I'll get it out. Wow.
And in order to test whether or not it is ready, you can use a cake tester or a toothpick and just poke it in. If there's any liquid on it, put it back in for another 15-20 minutes. And if it's dry, then you got your banana bread, which is ready.
And it's ready. Okay, well, let's pop this guy out. Here's let's hope this works. Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Whoa, it came right out. Excellent. Whoops. This is hot.
Whew. Don't touch that.
All right, and do we want to serve it this way or up the other way?
The other way.
Okay, so let's try this again. How about that? Think that'll work?
I hope so.
Where you at? Ooh, there you go. Wow.
Now this is probably not the best idea to eat it right out of the oven.
Okay.
It will burn you. I've done that from personal experience.
All right. She knows that.
Yep. So leaving it sitting so that I can cool off for a good 5-10 minutes will be a good trick.
All right, well, let's cut into it in about 5 or 10 minutes. We'll be right back. Okay, so I think it's ready to cut in.
Yeah.
What do you say?
I say A.
I say yay. Okay, that looks pretty good, that texture. Are you an end person or a
I'm
middle
more the
person?
middle person.
Me too. All right, maybe we should invite some people to come taste our banana bread. What do you say, Adam? Want to come on over?
Yeah, I'm hungry as usual.
Give it a try. Tell us what you
Have
think.
a try of this fresh banana.
And then wait, we want Liz to try it too.
Yeah, I know what it tastes like. Or what it should.
All right, Liz. All right, guys, give it a try.
He's in living room.
Wow. Okay.
What do you think, Adam?
I can see the flecks of banana in there that you were talking about. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Thumbs up? I'll say it. Thumbs up. I think this turned out amazing. Are you missing the extra sugar?
Not really.
Not really. And can you tell that it has whole wheat pastry flour in it?
Absolutely not.
It tastes great, right? So you can do this too. Just switch out a few ingredients and make your banana bread just a little bit more healthy. So join us at youcan'tfail.com for healthy recipes like this. And if you like this recipe, don't forget to like us and share it with your friends.